Hello everyone, Haru here with a bit of a different video than normal. I mentioned in the description of my last video that I wouldn't be posting for a while because I was going on a trip to Tokyo, or Japan in general, and here is kind of the vlog of my trip to Tokyo. It's not my first time in Tokyo. I've been to Tokyo quite a few times, but it's definitely been a really long time since I visited. A bit of a long flight, 13 hours from where I live, but thankfully I was able to sleep and catch up on some anime that I'd been needing to watch. So since this was my first time trying to film anything like this, I didn't really film as much as I had hoped. I kept forgetting to film things, but I do have some pictures that I kind of put into the video. I went to a lot of different restaurants and cafes, including this Animate cafe for a game I play, Helios Rising Heroes, and unfortunately I didn't take videos of this cafe, even though it was really cute. I also went and visited the Eorzea Cafe, which is the cafe for Final Fantasy XIV, which is an MMO that I really love and play often. Again, I'm so sad I didn't take as many videos, but the food was really good. And I went with my friend who had no idea about Final Fantasy XIV at all, and we had a great time. So this was actually my first time traveling with friends. We kind of all came to Japan separately, but we met up for 2 weeks in Tokyo, and we ended up going to Disney Sea. I had originally wanted to go to Disneyland, and it was my friends who convinced me that we should go to Disney Sea instead, and it was definitely a great choice. Disney Sea was so beautiful, and I was so impressed by all the theming at all the rides and all the different areas around the park, as well as like the restaurants. It's been a really long time since I've been to any Disney park. I think the last time I went to Disney was in the States, probably in like 2018, or like even earlier probably actually like 2015 or 2016. But it was definitely a really good time, even though it was super hot that day. I think it was about like 40 degrees Celsius, and I was dying in the heat. The sun was so strong, and I felt like I was gonna faint. I think I almost got heat stroke, or I did get heat stroke. Other than that, it was a great time, and from what I remember from Disneyland in the States, Tokyo Disney Sea definitely has a lot more, what's the word? Kind of like roller coaster-ish rides, more like thrill rides. Yeah, I love thrill rides and roller coasters, so for me it was really great. And even though the wait times were crazy, we were waiting like 2 hours, like on average for each ride. Even though we were waiting a lot, we had a ton of fun. One of the best parts about Tokyo Disney Sea is that it's right on the water. Uh, so it's Tokyo Disney Sea, so it's right by the sea, which means there's a lot of areas that are just water, and you can go on ferry rides. Unfortunately, we didn't end up doing any of the ferry rides, but definitely something to do for next time. But seeing kind of the park built around the water was really beautiful and made for some really incredible views. The food was also pretty good and pretty affordable for a Disney park. I feel like there's a lot of rides that are kind of exclusive to Tokyo Disney Sea, so that was also really interesting. That includes the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride, as well as this kind of Sinbad ride that's kind of the same type of ride as It's a Small World After All in the States. There are also some really beautiful areas, like this aerial area. And of course, even though I was on vacation, I still had to play my gacha. And Twist just happened to have the summertime Stitch, like Lilo and Stitch collaboration event with Lilia's first event SSR. So I did do gacha for it while I was in Japan. I'm super behind on everything Twist, if I'm being honest, including book 7. I haven't been able to read the updates yet because I just didn't have time while I was away, and then as soon as I got back home, I've just been super busy nonstop. But I love the new Lilia card, even though it took me forever to get. This might be spoilers, but I kind of sped up the gacha here because it was getting kind of crazy. But even though I was busy, I did manage to read the first part of the Lilo and Stitch event, and it was so cute. Really, I think like one of the best types of events that they could have put Lilia in. Lilia and Floyd's interactions between them and also with Stitch were a joy to read. It was so fun. So yeah, by this point in the scout, I basically knew that I was gonna have to go to 100 polls So I was just like hoping that Lilia would be that 100th pull, and so this was pull one. This was the 10th 10 pull, so going up to 100. I was just, please Lilia, please Lilia. His first event SSR. I can't not get it. I can't not get his first event SSR. Come on, the very last card. Oh! And then I was hoping it would be Riddle since it was red. Dorm Riddle. I still don't have him on the Japanese server, but then it was Deuce. It was Deuce, which I love Deuce. He's so cute. But I was like, oh, it couldn't have at least been Riddle. I still don't have him. And then I was like, oh, what do I do? I don't have that many gems left. But I did one more. I did another 10 pull. I was like, come on, let's go. I need Lilia's card. Come on, come on, come on. Anything for Lilia. And then I got him right after. So it took 110 pulls, but thankfully I got him. So cute. I love those cards so much. He looks so cute with his little sun hat and his Hawaiian shirt. I think it suits him perfectly. It's perfect. And of course, he has to go on my home screen ASAP. He's still on my home screen, and I kind of love that Stitch is hanging onto his shoulder. It's so incredibly cute. Also, you can take his sunglasses on and off. I also love that, and it's just a perfect card for Lilia. The kind of other big day trip that my friends and I did was a day at Sanrio Pearland, which is the Sanrio theme park. It's a little bit outside of Tokyo in like the suburbs, but it was so cute, and I brought my Lilia Nui to take pictures inside, but I didn't end up taking that many pictures of him, unfortunately. I love Sanrio characters and just like cute things in general, and it was such a fun experience to see kind of like all the themed areas. And they around like 5 p.m. they also did like a concert with Hello Kitty, and I didn't make the audio that loud on purpose because I was afraid I would get copyrighted, but basically Hello Kitty and all the Sanrio characters came out to do a mini concert where like they sang and danced. It was so adorable. We didn't have like the best view, but we could at least see Hello Kitty, so my friends and I also went to a few non-themed restaurants just for some good food. And we also went to a whole bunch of shrines. So this is the really famous shrine in Asakusa. And nearby that shrine we also got some shaved ice, some kakigori. And we also did a whole bunch of kind of otaku things. So this is the gacha store in Ikebukuro, but unfortunately I didn't film as many of like the anime stores as I should have because I was a little bit nervous about filming. But I do plan on filming a video of everything I bought, which is mostly anime merch. And yeah, we also went to Shibuya Sky, which is this huge building in Shibuya with a great view of the crosswalk, and you can see all of Tokyo from there. And we went to this great seafood restaurant in Akihabara. Really, really delicious. Some of the best seafood I ever had. And then also in Akihabara, rather than going to anime things, we went to a shrine. We went to like a lot of shrines around Tokyo. My friends are Buddhist, and so it was something they were really interested in. I also love going to shrines. This here is the shrine in near Harajuku. I forget the name, but I'll probably have it in the subtitles. So that was all the major things I did in Tokyo, and unfortunately it was time to leave. But I wasn't leaving Japan quite yet, because after Tokyo I was headed off to Sapporo. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.